Shablam.
Welcome to Elena's Dictionary. Word of the day, shablam. A type of dance move when a person dramatically falls backward into a struck pose on the ground. Typically used to end a performance. Using it in a sentence: that hoe was trying to call me out at the club last night when she shablammed on the dance floor.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the MiscELENAeous podcast. I'm your host, Elena. And this week we have a very special guest in studio with us. A man I met about 12 minutes ago named JP. Woo!
Ooh, hello. Thank you for having me on the podcast.
Hey, thanks for being here. We wouldn't have a podcast today without you because y'all send good vibes to Madelyn. She is ill.
She is very ill. She is near death. No, I'm joking.
Oh,
she's
God,
okay.
okay.
She's completely fine.
I actually don't know what her ailment is, but
I think she's just got a little bit of a under the weather, kind of feverish type stuff.
I've honestly been feeling a bit under the weather myself, physically and just like emotionally.
Oh.
I had such a great week last week. I was like, gosh, Elena, you're a fucking star. Like, look at all you're capable of. Setting alarms and waking up to them somewhat, like, close, within 30 minutes of the alarm going off.
How many snoozes are you hitting?
Oh, I'll snooze for days, bro.
Oh, okay.
I will snooze for days. But I was reasonable with my snoozes last week.
Oh.
And then this week, it's just been like,
It's
you
been
know?
like you hit the snooze and then it's the next day, right?
Yeah, it's just like, honestly, I hit the snooze and the whole energy of my life shifted this week. Everything was just bad. Everything was bad. But let's not talk about the bad stuff yet.
Oh.
Y'all know I like to complain, so we'll get around to it. But I was really busy over the weekend, too, and I think that might contribute to why my week was bad. I'm so depleted. Like, doing stuff is so hard. And we're just all living in this like simulation catch-22 of working so hard so we can go do fun stuff. And then the fun stuff is just exhausting. And then I get behind on work and then I'm stressed out about it. And then someone invites me to another concert and I'm like, shit. Well, let me just get all my work done really, really fast. Honestly, that's what I need. I need motivation. People need to invite me to fun things so that I can be remotivated from my last fun thing. Did that make sense? Does it make sense?
It sounds like a vicious cycle you're caught in.
I am. Like, I haven't done anything this week. Not enough stuff. And then like 4 people invited me to do so many different things tonight. And I'm like, well, how much work can I do in 4 hours?
That's like me in high school. I used to put off all my homework until it was the last day to turn everything in, and then I have to pick which ones I want to do.
Oh, damn! So you didn't do them all?
Oh no, you got to pick. You got to be very strategic.
Shit.
You got to look at like percentages of what impacts what. You know.
So you probably spent more time doing the math on like what homework assignment you should do, and then realize it's like not math.
See, that's way too strategic for me. I was terrible at math, so I never did it.
Okay, fair, same. And that's why I talk for a living. Zero math involved, folks.
There's no add or subtract here.
Yeah, and oddly, I'm still bad at it a lot of times, but, you know, words are hard. Anyway, yeah, all that to say, I am living in this, like, vicious cycle of, okay, and then how hungover will I be tomorrow, you know, for shit I have to do then? It's just, I should probably stop drinking, and I won't. That being said, I went to 2 different music festivals quite recently. One of them at least was local. But I was these kind of things happened like sort of so last minute. Allegedly, I knew about one of them ahead of time. And I will say I believe that because when I clicked the date of the festival in my calendar, it was in there. My working memory is not working. My working memory is also ill, just feeling feverish, you know, under the weather. My working memory is under the weather.
Under the weather, right?
Yeah, it's something's going around. Something's in the air. Okay, pollen. I don't know. Anyway, but I was invited to the one locally, kind of last minute, and it was a I think I'm about to talk a little bit of shit about a music festival I was invited to and want to be invited back to.
Music festival review right here.
Damn, but I'm just an honest queen. I can't help but to be honest. Yes, I have to live my truth. And guys, it's not just just stay tuned and you'll find out what I have to say. All right. I know I've got you on the fucking edge of your seat about this random second annual Stockyard Smokedown Music Fest.
Oh, wow. What a mouthful.
I know, right? I think I actually got it wrong, too. Really couldn't tell you. That's how much I know. It's the word syndicate, isn't it? Smoke down, stock shows, stockyards, smoke down, syndicate.
Syndicate smoke down?
That's the one.
Hey.
Did you Google that for me?
Yeah, I just Googled that.
Guys, Madelyn's fired. JP hired.
No, Madelyn is not
just
fired.
Kidding.
She's great, and we hope she gets better.
Yes, we are still sending get well vibes to Matt. I sent her a GIF, guys. Don't worry, not a gift. All right, I'm not that great. I sent her a GIF.
Even better.
Just a little meme. A little get well soon. Yeah. Just kidding. But yes, I went to that thing. Thank you for your friendship and your services, JP. You can laugh at my jokes loud. You can lean over and laugh at my jokes into the mic if you want to.
I am laughing very quietly, and then I realize the mic is right here, and I'm secretly hiding from the microphone. I won't do that anymore.
Like the microphone can pick up like half your laugh.
This is true. Yeah, I should just laugh out loud.
Yeah, laugh louder, or I'm gonna have to fire you.
Oh, you're
That's gonna be awkward.
And then Madelyn's back. Yeah.
Another vicious cycle, folks.
Vicious cycle. Oh my gosh, it just happens again.
I know, right?
So the syndicate smoked down.
Let's get back to it, guys.
The syndicate smoked down.
Damn. Okay, so it's a barbecue festival, and they invited me to be a quote celebrity barbecue judge, so you can pick chicken, ribs, or brisket. And so I obviously picked brisket because I'm not a monster.
Yes.
And I'm like, all right, cool. I get to this thing. I've never seen more people in the fucking stockyards, maybe in my life.
Right.
And I was like, this is probably not like a huge big thing. And we're pulling in. When I say pulling in, I just mean like on a street, like 5 blocks away from where we should be. People fucking everywhere, like walking like a mile from like a random cacti farm into the stockyards. And I'm like, what the hell?
How have I not heard about this?
I honestly, okay, so here's why. Because it is the second annual. Apparently it was supposed to start in 2020 and then it happened for the first time last year. Furthermore, all of those people were not there for this thing. They were just in the stockyards existing and pissing me off. And I say that with love, and I don't want, I'm such a whore for Fort Worth, and I'm like, woo, 817!
Yeah,
but then you show up in my city and just like bother me.
What were they doing?
Existing. They were just there, and it made me so mad.
They literally weren't doing anything. They were just like
walking around.
Oh my god!
And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm just trying to like drive and park, and there's people everywhere.
Oh, they
and
were, like in the streets.
They're just yeah. Have you been to the stockyards?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, like just Exchange Street, and then like all the new Mule Alley, just people.
Oh my god.
People. It was terrible. But it's great for the economy. Thank you for visiting. Welcome to Fort Worth, a very inclusive city. We love having you.
We love Fort Worth. Yes.
Yes. It was just frustrating in the moment. But anyway, I get to this barbecue thing. I think I'm running late. And end up, we finally start after sitting there for like 30 minutes. And I'm just sitting, I have to say, like, I have to talk shit about men for a minute. I'm sitting at a table with like 3 or 4 dudes. And they just like barely acknowledge me. And one guy goes around the table and like asks who everybody is. And like he did ask my name. And I was like, hey, I'm Elena. And he's like, cool, I'm Justin. And I was like, hey, Justin. And then he asked everybody else like what they did for a living and then just like skipped over me. And I was like, am I just like, because I'm a girl? Is it because I'm a girl? But I just go to worst case scenario. So yeah, that guy is...
Justin officially banned from the podcast.
Yeah. Justin's canceled, unfortunately. It's along with Chili's, guys. Chili's canceled, okay?
Wait, what happened with Chili's?
Oh my gosh, you missed that episode. I know you're a huge fan, JP.
I'm a huge fan, but what happened at Chili's?
Chili's hurt my feelings. They used to hire me. I used to be a Chili's influencer, and now... I'm as relevant as original chicken crispers are to them. We've both been kicked off.
All right.
We've both been fired.
Justin and Chili's banned for life.
Canceled.
Banned for life. Yeah,
never again. Never again.
Can't happen.
And speaking of bad food, Chili's. I was this VIP celebrity. Just goes right back into the story. Just doesn't even acknowledge. Somebody should watch this microphone. I got so many germs on this just now, and I'm under the weather. So
we're gonna disinfect this whole place right after.
Yeah, you ought to.
Because everyone's under the weather.
Because there's
vicious cycles.
I don't want anybody that records in here next to get my mental illness. So. I'm pretty sure that shit's contagious because I don't know how I've collected so many of them. It's probably all these fucking music festivals I go to.
Maybe.
I should probably stop like baby birding like beer into people's mouths and then receiving baby bird beer into my mouth.
Oh my God. Cue the graphic. All
yeah.
Right.
11 out of 10 recommend.
Recommended.
Anyway, so they start this barbecue judging thing and I get no barbecue, okay? Everybody else is getting barbecue. I get no barbecue. Not just me, I will say. It's not like everybody is adjusting around there. It was our whole table.
Right.
So we finally realized that we're the final judges table. So we're like special, important, final judges table. So everybody else had to eat like 40 pieces of barbecue, brisket. And then we decided between like the top 15. Okay. So like you'd imagine now I'm starting to realize, oh, I'm getting the good barbecue. Like I'm getting the cream of the fucking crop, like top notch BBQ in the mouth hole.
Nice.
That shit was disgusting.
What?
I hated it. I hated it.
It was bad?
It was bad. I spit like a lot of them out. And I'm pretty sure whoever won got $20,000 or some shit.
Shut
and like,
up.
I want that money for having to eat their barbecue.
Wait, okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, what was the best one that you had? What was it rated?
Okay, so it was a rating between, so you have to do taste and texture, all right? And for whatever reason, it was scale of 5 to 10, not 1 to 5.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, it's a little thing, but just weird, just strange.
No, that's weird.
Yeah.
Would have like, anyways.
I didn't give anyone above an 8, and no one got a double 8.
So the winner didn't even get a, above. Really?
And I don't even know who won. Like, that's how little I was paying attention past that experience. But here's what I learned, that apparently Texas barbecue is different than other regions of barbecue. And even furthermore, like different areas of Texas may have different barbecues.
Yes.
Whatever was entered into this festival was not the barbecue that I'm used to, I think is what it is. And that it's like other people's preference. It just definitely wasn't my preference.
So it wasn't like good tasting barbecue? People just don't like good tasting barbecue?
I mean, that's the kind I like.
Yeah.
What about you?
I like good tasting barbecue.
Same. Yeah. So I think I don't know, we weren't allowed to have barbecue sauce either. And like, so that might have been part of the experience. That was a bummer.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't like, I love like a really good, like fatty brisket. Like I feel like for brisket, personally, chewing should be decoration. Okay. It should melt in my mouth.
Preach.
So the fact that I had, and like this taste was different. There was like a different taste to it. I mean, it was like a smoke, really smoky barbecue.
Okay.
And it's called the Smoke Down, right?
Yeah, right.
So I should have expected that, possibly.
But that's not, that sounds, wait, so you didn't get to try like any of the other barbecues? Like you didn't get to try sausage or
no, I was all brisket, baby.
Brisket? I wonder what those other ones would have.
And I did sit with a guy who, and he spoke to me, actually, cool dude. He was a judge for each category, and he said chicken was the best.
Oh, that's so boring, though.
I know, right?
What the fuck?
Right? I feel the same way.
No, that can't be. That's ridiculous.
Chicken? Come on.
They have a whole music festival about barbecue. And
the chicken one was, the chicken one's the best one. Weird.
Oh, that's weird as hell.
But luckily, things turned around quickly. It actually is a really cool thing, and I'm not discouraging anyone to go. Apparently, the barbecue that you ate in the VIP section that was free or that you could buy was phenomenal. So I'm told by everyone else. They were like, this was so fucking good. And it's for a good cause. I wish I could tell you what the cause is. I can't, though. But I think you should go. 10 out of 10 recommend.
10 out of 10 recommend. Don't eat the barbecue.
Just don't be a barbecue judge, you know?
Or don't be named Justin.
Yeah, and don't be Justin can't come back.
Justin can't come back.
Justin, you're not invited.
He's gone forever.
But things were great soon after because drinks were free. And then misfits came. 3 misfits. That's what we call my my listeners, the cooler people that exist online.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and like one of them's Dallas local, but still, God, that's a trek.
Yeah, for real though.
And then the other 2 are out of towners, and they came, and like they're friends now, so like they got to hang out with each other, but I got to hug them and hang out with them for a little bit, so that made my day. And obviously I'm friends with like a lot of musicians and stuff, so I get to see friends from out of town that like come in to play. So shit like that is fun for me. But the Misfits being there was my favorite part of the festival. But Josh Abbott was the last one that played. And the night, and we love Josh. Big fan and obsessed with his wife, Taylor. Love her. But a dog just ran up on stage in the middle of his set and just like was the star of the show.
What kind of dog?
Like some sort of like Aussie vibe.
Oh, okay.
And beautiful dog, but just truly like sat right up on like a higher part of the stage where like the pedal steel guy was and just sat there. Just eyes wide, like dog smiling at the crowd. And then he'd jump off and like kind of run around the stage, just like meant to be there. Just
the true star of the show.
Yes. I was like, Josh, how fucking embarrassing. Like you just got showed up by a dog.
Yeah, you have to give that dog a percentage of
I was going to say, yeah. But I'm
real.
pretty sure he played for a good cause. So I don't know that. I mean, let's just say he didn't get paid because what a good guy he is. Anyway. I couldn't play with all my friends afterwards, and I realized something too, that I've got to stop using the word play with my musician friends because I'm like, oh, can you come play now? And they're like, we already played. And I'm like, no, like play, like have fun. Like come play with me. Like come drink alcohol.
Not musical instruments.
Not your job, like blocks and coloring and taking shots.
Yes.
Stuff like that. But we couldn't do all of that because Teddy and I woke up early the next morning to drive to Georgetown for another music festival, the 2-Step In, and honestly would have loved to been able to go both days to that. Like the lineup was so cool. T-Pain played the night before.
Oh, wow.
And then right after that was Zach Bryan. And I'm just like, just the range. Range.
That is quite a range.
But one of our very, very good friends, Caitlin Butts, played, and she is honestly like a star, and I like in my mind she's huge, but like she's gonna get even huger. But she was one of the first time slots of the day, and like you know, normally at the beginning of a festival, like people aren't quite getting out there at like noon, like heat of the day.
Right.
Like, and even if you plan to, you're always running 45 minutes late. That or other people exist differently in this world than me. Could be either one. But we're walking up and we're cutting it close, but we're definitely gonna like make her set. And I'm like, there's a lot of people already here, and we're walking up to her stage. And there is fucking people.
Oh, shit.
People.
Oh.
And we're walking in as she's starting her first song, like trying to make it to like kind of the middle area as close as we can. And not only are there all these people there, they know the words to her songs.
No way.
And it was so fucking cool to see. And I've seen her do a lot of really cool things. You know, I've been at her first Billy Bob's debut. I've been at her first main stage Billy Bob debut. I've been at her first LJT. I've been at her album release. She played the Grand Ole Opry this year. Like, she's been doing cool stuff. But it was just really dope to see all of these people like screaming and like dudes too. Like, this is my like best friend up there in like a custom fringe like matching set and like, you know, singing, I'll be your cosmic cowgirl. And then there's these just grown men like, I'll be your cosmic. I'm like, fuck yeah. Just giant big cowboys screaming, I'll be your cosmic cowgirl.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like my favorite thing in the world. Like I was getting like dead ass chills in the heat of the day, like sun beating down on me. And I had chills. It was so fucking cool. And then we got to hang out with her the rest of the day, and we just had a really chill day, got to listen to good music. The lineup was so weird though. Like it was honestly the best time. Like Blanco Brown played. Do you know who he is? The Get Up.
Oh yeah. I've heard the song. Yeah.
And he was he was fun. He played a couple of like really depressing songs. They were like covers of other people's songs. Like I want to say, you know that song, I don't know how old you are, but I'm 32. And according to math, I don't know how to do. We've already covered that.
Yes, no, neither of us know how to add. So even if I told you my age, we wouldn't know how far apart we are.
So I just use reference points in my life. That's how I like keep time. And so he played that like I'm pretty sure he played that like graduation song that came out like back when we were like graduating, or I was like graduating high school.
Like Goo Goo Dolls?
No, like fuck. It's like it's so sad. It's so sad. And it's also like Blanco Brown. So you're like, huh? A little bit.
Yeah, he played that at a music
festival.
That's not the vibe.
Like in the middle of the day, like people are like hula hooping and shit. And he's like playing the sad graduation song. I really wish. Should I like look that up? I'm gonna Google sad.
Is he the one that does the song Country Time?
Maybe.
I think.
Should we look that up too?
I think either, or like, what's another one? I think I know who he is. I've heard it, maybe one or two of his songs.
I love the Get Up. That's like
that's the one I know.
My vibe.
I know that one.
Is it Vitamin C? It feels familiar.
No.
Yes.
Is it Vitamin C?
Maybe. This is going to be an interesting part of the podcast to edit.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, damn.
She can play like a 5-second, like,
I wonder.
Insert of it. Oh my God, it is Vitamin C.
Is it?
Wait, here. When did this get? 1999? Oh my God.
I'm like, yeah, it was really popular when I was graduating high school. No kidding, Elena. It's because they just played the graduation song when you were graduating high school.
No.
So depressing.
Why did he play this song? Oh my God, that's incredible.
How weird, right?
That's a weird choice.
Yeah.
That's a weird one.
But otherwise, he was really fun. And then we had to pick between Winona and Diplo.
Wait, Diplo was there?
Yes.
No way.
And he's really getting big into the like Texas country scene. I'm pretty almost 100% positive he's done a song with Leon Bridges, who's Fort Worth local.
Yeah, I know Leon.
Oh, you do? Me too.
Yeah, he's cool.
Cool guy. And then song with Co Wetzel. There's somebody else I swear I'm forgetting that he's done a song with that's like on the country side of things. Like even like leaning more Texas country. But he was really fun. That was fun.
Wow.
Like DJ at a country music fest.
No kidding.
But he really crushed it.
That's a big name. That's a big name.
Right?
That's
and
awesome.
then fucking Tyler Childers. Oh my God. Do you listen to Tyler Childers?
I know Tyler Childers, yeah.
Oh my God. This is the first time I've ever seen Tyler Childers live.
Was he great?
So fucking good.
Really?
So fucking good.
Wow.
And he plays actually tonight in the city we're in right now.
No
at
way.
the Toyota Music Factory.
Are you going?
No, I wish. I mean, I don't know.
Because you
There's
have
still
to
a
get stuff
chance.
done.
Yeah, I have so much shit to do. And technically, I'm supposed to do ketamine tonight
Oh my God.
because I'm mentally ill.
Can you do both?
I mean, I could take my ketamine to the Tyler Childers concert and just trip the fuck out.
You could do that.
I bet that would actually be really healing.
That might be. I mean, depending on like his like lineup of songs, you know?
Yeah, and I literally just saw him, so I have a feeling like his set isn't going to change a ton. But also, oh my God. I mean, I would pay like $250 for a GA, pit GA ticket.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a lot of money for a guy that I just watched play like
But if he's
4
that-
business
if
days
he's
ago,
that
but he's
good,
so good.
He's that good though.
Bro, he's so good. It was like I had chills. He's so good. But I'm also just a huge Tyler Childers fan.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's that. But yeah, it was like, I mean, that's exhausting. That's a lot of stuff for Elena Davies to do. That's like so much stuff.
There's a lot of things that your list is stacked.
Yeah.
Right now. And you've got, I don't even know where you begin, right? Where are you going to begin to get stuff off your list?
I would like, it would help so much if I knew. I think that's been one of the things that's really been holding me back is like where to start.
Ooh. Well, let's wait. Do you want to plan it out? See what you have to do for the rest of the day to get to the Tyler Childers concert?
And like, so I'm going to have to shoot 2 ads, 2 pieces of content, which is great because that means people are paying me again.
Hell yeah.
But that's also hard. And I have no concept of time. Like, I'm like, oh, that'll probably take me an hour. And it takes me like 2.5.
That happens to
3
be a lot too.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. And then I got to twerk on camera a little bit.
You got to do that.
Yeah. Create some OnlyFans content. I got some new fans in the mail. Some little portable fans.
Gotta keep the feed going.
Yeah, gotta keep it going. Gotta make that money, honey.
Hell yeah.
And what I have like 3 interviews I have to finish by the end of this week. And if I'm gonna be hungover tomorrow, you know, that's tough.
What's your hangover like cure then? Like, what do you do to get over the hangover?
Oh, I smoke so much weed, but I do that every day anyway.
Weed
so
helps.
like,
weed definitely helps.
I just like lay in bed. I do love to barf, I will say.
Man, it's underrated.
It is. Barfing is underrated.
It goes away.
It does the trick.
Just gets out. Yeah.
Yeah, it really does the trick. I will say, like, I think I already know my neighbors think I'm crazy, but I do not like barfing in the toilet.
Where do you barf?
I like to barf outside.
Where you barf? Do you wait? You this is wait. So wait, do you have a spot?
Yeah, I kind of have a spot.
You have a spot? Wait, okay, so when did this start? I have so many questions. When did this start?
Okay, so what's funny is I've really come a long way. I used to have the actually not joking with you, phobia of vomiting.
Oh, yeah.
When I was a kid, it absolutely terrified me. I hated it. And to the point where, like, I would get in bed at night and I always got sick during the night.
Yeah,
Never, really got sick during the day. So that's when I'm like, uh-oh, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen now. And I would literally make my stomach hurt by being so afraid that I was going to throw up. Because I just didn't want to throw up. Right. I was far less afraid of the tummy ache than I was of the actual vomiting. That part, no. But started drinking in college, and you get used to that pretty quickly.
I mean, you have to.
You have to.
Yeah,
you have to, or you give up drinking. Totally. Especially when you're like a newbie and you don't know what you're doing. Like you fuck it up a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And I gotta say, at 32, still fucking it up.
Hey.
Clearly.
You know what? I have so many mishaps that I am also fucking it up.
Drinking mishaps?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, listen,
yes.
If you don't have drinking mishaps, are you even drinking?
Are you even drinking?
Yeah, begs absolutely. The question. Yeah. My vote is no.
No,
or not. You suck at drinking. Your mishap is the fact that you cannot drink.
There you go.
Which still sucks. But yeah, anyway, so I've come a long way. I like prefer to barf now if I'm feeling ill in any sort of way.
Okay.
And I really don't like the toilet anyway. I think I realized that it's not enjoyable to barf in the toilet because of the splash. You know what I mean? Like you can be barfing and it's like the toilet water splash comes up and it can like splash in your face. And it's gross. And then even though I know that when I have like barf hanging out of my mouth or like spit or whatever, that it's not like touching the toilet and gonna come back up in my mouth.
Yeah.
Because you know what, the spit will hang.
You know what? You have just completely sold me. I'm never doing this ever again.
Right? Okay. And then you know what really actually super sold me was I read this article or came across something on the internet, and I don't know if you know this, but everything on the internet is true.
Yes, it is.
Where this girl apparently had like a small little cut or something on her face.
No.
And that she got sick and was barfing and it splashed up in her face and she got like a staph infection because it like got in her like wound. Isn't my podcast really good?
It's so good. It's so good. I'm learning so much because the internet is always true.
Dr. Davies back at it again.
Dr. Davies, cue the graphic. No, that is terrifying.
So then that just really got me, and and then I was like, I can't risk it. Like, I don't respect myself enough as is that they're likely I do have some sort of injury on my face or like I'm picking at my pimples. Like it could be anything, guys. It could be anything, all right? Just take care of yourself.
So wait,
Watch your back.
So wait, is the grass still alive in your area that you're like puking in the back?
It's like so acidic. It's all dead.
It's all dead.
Luckily, I don't barf that much, but
Okay, good.
I have a door in my master bedroom that leads to
Perfect.
my backyard. So
Oh,
it's really,
perfect.
really convenient for taking the pups out.
There you go.
I say pups because I'm fostering a dog right now.
Nice.
I'm a fucking hero.
Yes, you are.
So it's also convenient for barfing. So I'll just, hop out of bed. It's honestly less steps there than it is to the toilet. And then I just don't risk any sort of mess. You know what I mean? Because there's times, folks, when you're making moves, but damn, elderly knees, they'll slow you down. And then you barf where? Everywhere. Wouldn't you rather barf everywhere outside?
Absolutely.
I'm just saying.
No,
think about it, pray about it.
You've sold me. You've
So-
sold me. Toilet overrated.
Toilet's so overrated.
Toilet overrated.
God, this podcast has so much good advice for people.
Oh,
I
man.
think people must be learning a lot.
I don't, whether it's positive or negative, we're all learning here.
Yeah,
And it's all going in one ear and then just right out the
If you're lucky.
if we're lucky, yeah.
If you're lucky, your working memory is also not working.
I actually do think you've sold me on the toilet thing, though.
Makes
I
sense,
don't-
right?
Yeah, no, the splash is.
splash zone. You don't want to be.
I don't like that. I don't
No,
like that.
this is not Hurricane Harbor, folks. You don't
No,
want you
no.
don't want the splash. Speaking of hangovers and mishaps,
Mm,
do you have a mishap from this week, JP?
I do have a mishap.
Oh my God, can't wait to hear it.
So, I was helping out a musician load up.
Okay.
And they were loading up from a gig, and there was kind of a little bit of a party going on, and this was near Fair Park.
Okay.
They had the Ferris wheel lit up, and it looked like the fair was still going on, but it wasn't, obviously, because that's well far and gone. So I was lucky enough to be in the company of some people who were taking edibles.
Love that.
So
for
I-
them, not for you.
Well,
That sucks.
I immediately said, they're like, would you like to partake in these edibles? And I see them take one before they give me one, and then they take one more as I'm taking one. So I'm like, oh, these can't be strong. You've just taken two right in front of me in the matter of 5 minutes. I'll definitely take one. Take one, and as soon as he says it, he's like, wow, he just like popped that 100 milligrams in there really quick. And I was like, what did you just say to me?
Oh no.
For the next 6 hours, I was on top of that Ferris wheel in my mind, just watching fish fly in the ocean and just thinking about my life on a very supernatural level.
Wow.
And it was...
Was it healing or scary?
It was both.
Cool.
And it was parts healing, parts scary. But I just knew that I just had to ride the wave. And the wave lasted for like 6 hours.
Hurricane Harbor, folks.
It was
We had to
welcome
ride that
and
wave.
then I was in Hurricane Harbor. And I was
he was
there.
in the wave pool for way
Oh,
too long.
yeah, actually-
floating with those fish. And
actually,
you thought they
yeah.
were fish, they were turds.
They were just turds. Yeah, that's the kicker. Yeah. So
That's a bad mishap.
The next day, I woke up with a hangover, the likes of which has not hit me in years.
Had you
So
been drinking previously to this?
I only
edible?
had a couple beers, but I mean, it was
Because that crossfade is what'll really get you.
always
The
always.
crossfade.
And I don't like mixing too much, especially if I know that they're going to like hit me with 100 milligram gummy. So
Yeah.
that definitely fucked me over. The next
Another
day.
life lesson, folks. Always ask what it is before you put it in your mouth.
This is so good for the tips and tricks. There are so many good tips and tricks. People should be taking notes.
Taking
right now.
notes.
Yeah,
Get out your number
absolutely.
twos, folks.
Absolutely. But yeah, that was
So
my
did you
mishap.
confirm that the other two people there also took
Yeah.
100 milligram ones?
Thank
So
you
they
for
took
asking.
200?
So they just were like, oh yeah, we take like 300 on the reg. So
they're just
superhumans. They're
Yeah.
just Iron Man or something like that.
I gotta be honest with you. I really feel like I could take 300
That's incredible.
yeah.
I'm in awe of you because I took 100 and I almost died. But in a
Honestly,
very
like that's
spiritual
what
way.
like my party trick is. Like all of my best guy friends and like a lot of them are touring musicians. So they, they party, they smoke, they drink, whatever.
Yeah,
And they're like, dude, she outsmokes all of us.
that's incredible.
I smoke so much weed. I don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
if that's like cool. I think that's probably not cool.
So you have probably like, have you heard of the Ozzy Osbourne gene?
No.
Okay, so Ozzy Osbourne was given like a gene, or I don't know if it's a gene test, but it was some sort of like DNA test. to kind of figure out how he can drink and do so many drugs and still be alive.
Oh.
And they found that he has some gene that is 1 in every like 10 million people, to where he actually can drink as much as he wants and his body will not recognize the alcohol. And
So, but does he not get drunk?
He gets drunk, but it's like if like the Hulk tried to get drunk. Like it would
it takes so much work.
It takes like what 10 people would take.
Drink?
Or drink or
I
take
mean, wouldn't
drugs.
you be like so bloated?
So
and like, wouldn't your Coke drip just be terrible?
So that's what I thought, but it's partly like tied to your metabolism, because his metabolism's so fast or something like that. So
Wild.
he just was made for his lifestyle. So maybe
What a badass.
Maybe you have the Ozzy Osbourne gene.
I do feel like I am kind of alarming in that department, and then I am severely ADHD. So any like uppers just kind of make me chill.
Yeah. So maybe
I'm just like, whatever.
So maybe you have the Ozzy Osbourne. Maybe you're a superhero.
Dude.
You're a superhero.
Well, I am already fostering that dog.
Yeah.
And then I have been giving out so many helpful life tips on this one podcast episode alone.
If you guys aren't saying Elena Davies is a superhero, then you are
clearly wrong.
You are in the behind right now.
Yeah,
Seriously.
then you're probably a villain and you're rooting against me. You don't want to see me win because you know I'll take you down.
And now you found your rival.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My Achilles heel? Weed.
Every time.
Actually, no, I think it makes me stronger. But that's how we got to the point of me being a superhero, is that I can consume so much.
That's your Popeye spinach.
Yeah.
You get stronger.
See, and it is spinach. Same, but
exactly.
different.
Yeah, just different
spinach.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Do you have a mishap from this week?
I do have a mishap.
Ooh.
Oh God, it's like actually bad. It's not like cute. It's not like I peed myself a little.
It was like
at a music festival. It's like bad.
It's like ending up in the backyard puking kind of story.
No,
worse?
It's worse. Like I think it's a different direction of worse.
Oh, okay, let's hear it.
Okay, so it's tax season, folks, all right? And I finally have my shit together in the sense of, as forementioned on the podcast, Dallas, who helps me with all my finance stuff. I've got like a fucking QuickBooks. My books are quick as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Things are just moving and grooving. So this year's taxes were like a lot easier, but we're coming, they're telling me like, okay, your taxes will either be this much money, or you can put like one of these amounts of monies in your SEP, which I don't know what that is, but someone told me it's like my retirement fund. And I like work for myself, something about an LLC and a whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't know how any of it works, which is why I don't make decisions. But it's basically like, do I want to give more money to the government, or do I want to put more money into my like future 401k retirement thing, and then pay the government less? And so like in sum total, I'm actually paying more. I'm like losing more money at this time, but like for the greater good. And so I had to drop off this like very large check, and I didn't have enough money in my account. I needed to like transfer money over.
Right.
And I was busy getting drunk at music festivals.
Those damn
music festivals.
Get you every time.
And so I think I was under the impression that they were going to deposit it on Tuesday. So I like moved the money on Monday morning-ish. And I was short most of the money. So like, and it's a check. So like they've sent it in and it didn't deposit, like it didn't work. So they like sent it back. So then my investment guy is like, hey, question mark. Well, then my Dallas comes to work one day, and I have recently just hired on someone else. She lives across the street from me, and she's worked in PR and social media, and she's like, has some part-time availability. So it's just nice to have a couple extra hands as I'm getting busier again. So this is her like third day of work, and they show up, and I'm already just like off to a bad start. Like I'm having a bad day, and it's 9, okay? And I've cried twice. Once in my backyard, because apparently that's where I really like to get rid of my bodily fluids.
That's where it all comes out.
That's where it all happens, folks. That one spot in my backyard. And then took like I took a shower and cried in the shower. I literally just took a shower so that I could cry while like other people were in my house.
Did you play Graduation by Vitamin C
I
while you were in the
did.
shower?
I had to, so I needed something to get me going.
Oh, it's the cycles,
I was like,
man.
it's either that or I need to look up like dog videos online.
Oh God, you don't have to go that deep.
Yeah,
That's too sad.
like
Too sad.
a ASPC, what's that charity?
Oh,
ASPCA?
yes.
Is that what it
yes,
is?
Something like that.
Video,
yes.
yeah, with the
God.
sad dogs with mange.
Too sad.
I already have one of those right now, okay? I don't have the capacity.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, and then I came out and I'm like trying to get my shit together and I swear I'm like on the verge of like blacking out. Like my brain's not working. Then there's even more pressure because this is the first time there to like meeting. And obviously like things are changing with my brand, with the podcast. Like I'm just in this transition period. And Dallas and I are talking about like this money shit. And I'm like, it was really just like me not understanding something. And also the fact that I like needed thousands and thousands more dollars than I had. And I literally just got up and I was like, I can't do this today. I can't do this today. I can't do this today. Literally just had a whole entire minty bee. A whole entire minty bee in front of this girl who, to be fair, has met me and known me for a couple of years because she's been my neighbor, about her third day at work. And then within the first hour of Dallas being back at work in like a while, just a whole entire minty bee. Like I want to say like that what you experienced just now listening and or watching was significantly less than like what actually happened. I don't even know what happened. I was like, charge me for the whole day. I don't even care. I love you, but I cannot do this today. I don't know. I just can't do it. And I just like walked into my room and shut the door. I'm pretty sure actually I also like called both of my dogs, real dog and foster dog, cunts before all of this even started, which maybe I'm not a superhero anymore. I mean, that was the worst thing that they've gone through. Well, not one of them. She was tied up to a tree for a while recently. But like, I'm gonna have the fucking ASPCA knocking on my door. Like, we have to make a commercial about you fucking monster.
Peta, don't add us right now.
Shit.
Don't add us,
Don't
Peta.
at me, bro. Don't fucking throw paint on me. I don't need this.
We don't need it.
I did. But it was just they were in their crates and I was just done with their shit. I just called them cunts and I slammed the door. And then I went out there and was like told that I had like negative $12,000 in my bank account and a new girl at work. And I just had a whole entire minty bee.
I mean, it happens.
Just mental breakdown. Yes. I think I even did warrant to like I was like, wait, hold on, disclaimer. In the middle of my minty bee, I was like, I've never done this before, so I get to do this. Like I was like trying to like rationalize it, like as if
it's a one-time thing.
It's a one-time thing. I literally was unwell, and I don't know like how embarrassing, but
that's like the greatest third day of work I think I've ever heard in my life.
Like how scary. And I haven't followed up with anybody.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you haven't talked to them since?
No, I've been minty beeing.
Oh my God, that's incredible.
I've had minty bees every day.
I cannot wait to hear what they say.
They're probably like Elena, you, Chili's, and Justin are canceled.
Oh no, you're in the same boat as Chili's.
No, I can't be.
No,
I'm gonna have another minty bee if that's the case.
Yeah, no, you can't be.
Oh, guys, I do my best. I really do my best. And that really was the only time that's ever happened. And I just do my best. And I do my best.
You know what? You've given all of us tips and tricks for our lives, and you are a superhero. So I think
I should listen to my own tips and tricks sometime.
Yeah, we can send you this episode.
Do you mind?
Yeah,
Thanks.
you can listen to yourself. Yeah, be a superhero to you.
Be my own superhero.
Yeah.
God. All right. Well, that's my mishap this week and maybe my biggest mishap of the year. Stay the fuck tuned, though, because probably not. Probably in 7 business days, there will be a worse one.
Oh, God. He's calculating via FedEx now.
Yeah. Well, that feels like a good time for me to have another minty bee. So I'm going to let you guys go. And I will see you next Tuesday.